What's up everybody, welcome to a new video, and today we will take a look on AEVO because this coin is about to do, in my opinion, really insane move, and if certain conditions are met, I am definitely planning to open here a trading position. So if you are interested about the exact trade that I'm planning to take here, as I said, if certain conditions are met, then definitely watch this video till the end. Before this video continues, I just want to let you know that this YouTube channel is directly connected with my Discord trading group, where I am sharing everyday analysis on the altcoins that I'm currently watching. So if you are interested in that, you can check it out, and link to join is in the description or in the comments. Let's start today on the 4-hour chart. Right now you can see that we are forming here this massive falling wedge. This falling wedge we are also forming, for example, on like a 12-hour or like a daily time frame. In the long time perspective, you can see that this coin is really undervalued, and from this current all-time high to this current level, we are still down around like 88.5%. So there is pretty high probability of a short squeeze, which means that there can be a huge pump because a lot of people are shorting, and once there will be some player with, let's say, really big bullish volume, we will just grab the liquidity from the short. So right now let's stick to the 4-hour chart because we have here these two potential bearish order blocks which we can use as a potential take profit targets. So to open here a long trade, I want to see here breakout and then a support confirmation. And also you can see, as I said, we have here this bearish order block which is between level 0.536 and 0.500. Actually we have here like two opportunities to get into this long trade. The first one is, as I said, after a breakout and then a support confirmation, and the second one is that you need to wait for a support confirmation of this bearish order block as well, because in my opinion there is pretty high probability that even there will be like a support confirmation, it still can be a fake out because we have here this bearish order block. But if we will confirm support also above this order block, then there is, in my opinion, on the other hand, really high probability that the price will continue go up. So you need to decide if you are preferring, let's say, better profit for, let's say, risky scenario, or if you want to have for a proper setup, so you will wait for that breakout and then support confirmation. The exact trade can then look, for example, like this. So stop loss in this case you can place just under this like previous low, so under the level approximately 0.419, and the entry, if you will just wait for that support confirmation, which still is a really good setup. This order block is like not that important. So yeah, as I said, you just need to think if you want to have, let's say, better trade or better risk reward ratio. And the last take profit target you can place either under this bearish order block, because this will be like a really important psychological resistance, or you will place it above. So with this scenario you are counting on a liquidity grab. This scenario with a liquidity grab is, in my opinion, the best potential risk reward ratio that you can get here, because you will enter just after a support confirmation. Stop loss you will place like under this previous low, because honestly if there will be like a breakdown and then resistance confirmation, then we are probably gonna test like this support of this falling wedge, so there is no point of holding that losing position longer than it's necessary. And the last TP is like 150% of the net market move, which is giving you risk reward ratio like 17.2. The reason why I am putting the last TP above this order block, and in my opinion it is better to place it above than just place it like under, because if we are gonna get into this area, then there is, in my opinion, pretty high probability that we will just swipe the liquidity above, because yeah, there will be again a lot of short trades that will be placed in this order block, and they will place the stop loss like above this previous high. So there is pretty high probability that we will just swipe the liquidity above, and then the market can reverse. But of course, even if you will place the last TP above this order block, take also some of the profits like under, because there is still some probability that the markets will reject here and we will again go to a lower prices. So you can take definitely some of the profits here, and with this trade you like need to take multiple take profit targets. So some of the profits, if you will take the long position after a support confirmation, then some of the profits definitely take in this bearish order block, then move your stop loss to entry or to a break even, so you can't turn your profitable position into a loss. Then some of the profits, for example, like under these highs, these lows, and then you can save some back to the last take profit target. So from the risk reward ratio like 17.2, the risk reward ratio can be like 11, 12, 13. It will depend on how many profits you will take on each level, but this is still, in my opinion, really amazing setup. And let's now take a look on the second potential setup, which is, as I said, valid after a breakout and then support confirmation of this bearish order block as well. In this trading scenario, you can't place the stop loss like under this previous low. I mean, you can, but then the risk reward ratio is gonna be really bad, and that's something you don't want to have with a long-term trade like this. So you need to place the stop loss like under this bearish order block. The risk reward ratio in this trading scenario is like 11.7, which is again really not bad, and even if you will take multiple take profit targets, the risk reward ratio will be still like 8.2, and that's still in my opinion really good. So you have here slightly worse risk reward ratio than in the previous setup, but in my opinion, like you can see that after a breakout and then support confirmation in this area, we historically don't have that much liquidity. So once there is that support confirmation, in my opinion, it shouldn't be that big of a deal for the price to reach this order block. So yeah, that's like the main thoughts about this trade. As I said, this setup is looking really good, so I am certain that I want to take this trade, but still I am not sure which way I gonna play this move, because yeah, the potential, let's say, support confirmation of this falling wedge is in my opinion having higher risk but much better risk reward ratio, and let's say this order block is having lower risk with, let's say, worse risk to reward. So yeah, I will just need to think about it. Maybe I will drop some analysis to my Discord trading group, so if you want to know about my analysis as soon as possible, I highly recommend you to join. And if you, for example, want to copy my exact trades, I have my private trading group as well, and if you want to join, more information about joining you can find on my public Discord group. But yeah guys, as I said, definitely don't miss out on this potential move, because there is pretty high probability of a short squeeze, and actually like this order block, like this will be like only this move. So this will be a move only like 170%. But if we take a look on the daily time frame, we can speculate with this setup to even, for example, like this potential highs. So this can be a move around like 600%, something like that, if you want to create your really long-term long position. So yeah, definitely keep an eye on this potential coin, because in the upcoming bull market, because this is like a relatively new altcoin, it can do really crazy stuff. So yeah, this will be all from me for today. Everything important that I wanted to say, I already said, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.